They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13.
Brandon, after last week we went over 200 yards. Looks like the hot tub, cold tub, whatever he did, it worked pretty well.
Much chatter about that performance. Rightfully so. AFC Offensive Player of the Week. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, it's Penny. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. The Bills at 3 and 5, 2 games under 500. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Inside handoff, Penny. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of 1st downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Penny, a 1st down carry. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough at run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a 1st down. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I've not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll run it again with Penny. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Completes it to Davis. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 18. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
Penny up the middle, and they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun. Wolf, and he finds Penny. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. He's fresh off that 3-touchdown performance last week that got him AFC Offensive Player of the Week, so you know that he was already on their radar. Now he's maybe even a bigger plane on their radar.
Bigger plane. I mean, he is the big dot on that screen that they're looking at and saying, how in the heck do we stop him? They're going to try a bunch of different things, different people covering him. But right now, he's locked in and is in sync with his quarterback.
And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4. So on 4th down, out is Tyler Bass in the Buffalo field goal unit. That's a 27-yard attempt here. The kick by Bass is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Throwing is Hurts. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. 33 yards that time.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the 1st half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Hurts gets this to Sanders. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up a 2nd down and just a couple.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Okay, ready?
Right back to Sanders on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Micah Hyde comes flying in from safety for the sack.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick, and the Bills force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds.
Here we go.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Wolf. They'll get this out wide to Penny. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Wolf. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
As we both know, there's a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. Part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
A handoff to Penny. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Okay, ready?
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock. And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Let's go.
The Bills on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Drill 52. Ready.
The handoff, running left is Penny. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 72 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
They keep it with Penny on first down. And he's got this down to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Cook following the penalty. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
97.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score.
Ready.
On the draw, this is Penny. And some room to roam now. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Well executed there on second down. So do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility. But now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Triple 38. Ready?
From the gun, a give to Penny. That he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
The kick by Bass is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for them and with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you've got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls at work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Here we go.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Hurts.
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
And I saw the pressure coming out, and that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Ready.
Here's a give to Penny. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. And the Eagles with a dime look. 6 DBs on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Wolf. That's caught by Penny.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This a 43-yard attempt. The kick by Bass is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park, where the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. This taken in at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll set up to throw. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
Steps away, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The Eagles send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And he's going to have a Bills first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Back to the ground, this time Cook.
Taken down at the 42. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Rashad Penny. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Operating from the gun. Wolf. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. They're going to look to throw. And one more time, that's Watkins. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
On first down, Hurts. And that's complete to Sanders. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 25 yards that time.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Hurts a handoff to Sanders, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Let's go now.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Another run with Sanders. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is, he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
So a big, big kick coming now for Jake Elliott. This for a 4th quarter lead. The kick by Elliott is good. And they take the lead here by a point, 10-9.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the fourth quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
137 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Again, it's Penny. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. On 2nd down, here's Penny. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Inside handoff, Penny. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Watch out now, 50 Fury.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's to his running back, complete. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Eagles' defense able to hold. The Eagles' offense set to begin their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll go again with Sanders. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Ready.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Off play action. Wolf.
Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Ready.
They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Off the play fake. Wolf.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He's back to throw.
That's taken in by Knox.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Penny, a 1st down carry.
And good work there in open space. He's got this all the way down now to the 32. 162 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
They keep it with Penny on 1st down. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Down.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now they'll run it again with Penny. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Back to throw.
On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And the Eagles have just about sewn up this football game.
And the tough thing is when he goes back and reviews the film, he'll see that he already escaped the pocket. He could have gotten more himself by using his legs, and that might have been the better choice there instead of challenging the zone. A miscalculation on his part, and he pays for it with the interception.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
That one looks like he'll throw here. This is Smith with a grab. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for Philadelphia,
the victory means they'll up their mark to 5-3 on the year.
And they'll return home next week to take on the LA